Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. Today's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be a crazy free for all conversation. We have Jose Vasquez today.
Yes.
Jose, thank you for coming back out here. And before we get started, we do want to go ahead and just give the music spotlight for today. Today's song is called Gentrifination by Vayay. Check out the intro for the song here. You can find his music on YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and I'm pretty sure a bunch of these music platforms. So check him out and stick around at the end of the episode for the full song, right? In the meantime, just watch us groove to this song here. A little awkward, but it's happening.
Submission of existence, seeing our lives diminished, homes being listed, no money left it, people at the homes like you giving day a visit. That's the type of distance to keep people distant. Put a ghetto in the suburbs to the city, Eurocentric. Time is really different, culture being mixed in. At the same time, you'll be dead up in an instant. If you caught drifting, you best always pay attention. See how society can turn you to
That's a little taste, guys. So make sure you stick around to the end of the episode for the full song. And obviously show some support. At the time, we're about to get started. Fuck, that was really random.
Yeah.
I just have to tell people right now because that probably looked really awkward. That was like the first time I did that live. So,
But you did good. You did good.
Yeah, I have the same problem too whenever I record stuff. It's like awkward pauses or like.
Yeah, especially when you got to do it live. It's like, fuck, there's people already. There might be people staring at you right now, but I'm making eye contact with them right now, like a deep gaze.
We get that one person who's watching and like telling, "Oh no one's here." Then I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah, they're just gonna leave, so pretend they never saw it.
But some more people come in.
Instagram tells you, "Hey, this person joined," and then you have a fan.
I hate how they tell you they joined, but they never say they left. Like, tell me they left too.
Oh, but you can tell by the eyeballs, the little eye icon, just kind of disappears, and you're like, "Fuck, he's gone," and then you feel awkward just talking to the camera yourself. But that's enough about that. We have Jose Vasquez today. Sup, dude? For people who haven't heard the other podcast that I was involved in with Before Live Locals, that was years ago. We used to have you on every now and then to give us basically like an update on what was going on with the culture of comics and what would you describe it as? Like the culture of
I guess now it's like considered pop culture now.
pop culture.
Yeah. Ever since the first Iron Man movie, everything just started catching up. People like that didn't like comics or never knew too much about comics are now like getting into it, and now now they're part of the fandom.
Yeah, and for the people who don't know, you've been like an enthusiast of that pop culture, of that culture for some time, right?
Long time before it actually became a pop culture thing.
Yeah, right. Before it was like the mainstream thing to go watch every time a movie was released.
And also, I got into like the cartoons, obviously the comics, and like some of the TV shows, and slowly like the first movies came like X-Men and like Spider-Man, and like even then, those two type of movies that came out, and then once like Iron Man came out, changed pretty much everything. But people that didn't like comics or didn't understand it, like can now like, oh man, this is pretty awesome. Like maybe my parents know what's going on. They know who's who, who's playing who, what's the next movie coming out.
Yeah, exactly. Nowadays, it's everybody's on that wagon, and that's why Endgame, the next movie that comes out next week, we're not sponsored by them, but dude, it's gonna be a sick ass movie.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy.
It's already breaking records. So, part of that was because what was left in Infinity War and stuff, So, but I know there's a lot of people that might be just getting into the whole idea of what it was, of what superhero movies are in a sense. Not just Marvel, but like the DC ones and like all the other ones like Hellboy. That's like a different type of comic book, right?
It's a different
publisher.
It's from Dark Horse Comics.
Yes, so that culture is there, and not only are the people following it, but their studios are trying to get behind as many of those properties too.
Trying to do like a franchise like Marvel, and I guess DC's somewhat, but like more obviously Marvel's the godfather of all the superhero franchises.
Yeah. So I don't know if people can get like a glimpse of what you brought with you today, but
if
they haven't, I suggest you put that up to the camera. to show them, and it's a fucking Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, guys, I beat up Thanos, and I got the gauntlet right here.
Oh, dude, that is like the coolest fucking thing I've seen in my life.
I know, it's really awesome.
Like, probably more than my kid. Not kidding, guys.
I'm glad I got this when it first came out. It was like really hard to get. Luckily, I found one. Like, snatched it up right away. That's the coolest thing I have,
dude. Man, that is it's gonna be iconic. Thanos is gonna be one of those villains that is as iconic as Darth Vader. You know, I definitely believe it. At least for now.
Well,
Who knows what's in store?
He has been for a while since Marvel Superheroes. I remember that game, and Thanos was the man.
Oh, dude, I never played those. What system was that for?
It was like arcade games, like fighting games, like Marvel, like Street Fighter games.
Yeah.
So it's like Marvel's
like the joystick ones.
Yeah. So like Marvel Superheroes, and then later on they add in like Marvel Superheroes with Street Fighter. Then you have the Marvel Capcom franchise.
Yeah, that's how that started.
It all started though with X-Men: Children of the Atom.
That's right. Yeah.
Dude. See, so I mean, the culture's been there for years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, I think it's not until was Iron Man came out like in 2008 or something.
Yeah, we were still in high school.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, I remember going to the theater, fucking excited, dude. Like I rewatched it yesterday. I was mentioning to you earlier that I started watching the what do you call it? Like the Infinity Saga. I think that's what they're calling it.
That's what Kevin Feige officially called it, like the Infinity Saga.
Yeah, so that consists of the first Iron Man movie all the way up to it's gonna be Endgame. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I started rewatching. I think that's 20 movies or something like that.
It's
22?
22. If you count Endgame, it's 22.
Yeah, so 22 total, right?
Is it 22 total? Or Endgame's 23? No, 22, and then if you count Endgame, it'd be 23.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so that's a lot of movies.
Yeah.
So I started watching it. I know, like, some theaters, you know, they sell tickets to watch the whole marathon. I don't know how that works, but I think it's going to be... I don't know, dude. Have you been to one?
I've been to 2 marathons.
Yeah.
They done it El Capitan Theater in Hollywood. They've done 2. Well, they've done 3 so far. They're doing the Infinity War next week. It's about 22 movies and lead up to Endgame. You get a bunch of other stuff too. They provide you meals.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, like other like giveaways too, and then also during those marathons, like you have guests appear out, so it could be like the actors, some of the actors from the movies, directors.
Between flicks, like
between like intermission and stuff, they'll bring out, someone hosting it and like a guest, like show like, oh, like, hey guys, I'm such and such from this movie, and I'm here to talk about like how is it fun to film this, and then now we're just gonna watch this, and then when the movie ends, another intermission, another actor shows up or another director.
Dude, that's pretty sick. I didn't know I guess it just depends on where you get it, right?
Well, usually El Capitan's like really good about it, and then the sponsor is like Nerdist, so they done like pretty much all the massive marathons. Yeah, I've only been to 2, and then the other ones got really pricey. Like this one coming up, it's like $200.
Damn.
And it's for like about 2 or 3 days of this like massive marathon.
It's just all the Marvel movies. Well, I mean, I'm doing it the getaway, and I'm watching them on my own on my smartphone. Dude, it's as exciting as I'm laying on the dark, just watching the fucking phone 2 feet away from my face.
Bro, Dreamweaver, or is it Daydream?
Daydream.
Yeah, get the Google, put it in the Daydream, throw it on there. You have your own theater right there.
Oh shit! What the fuck, dude? I'm like, I need to look at this technology, dude. But I mean, I started watching the movies, and I started with Captain America: The First Avenger. Rewatched Captain Marvel, and then what was it? I think after that was Iron Man.
Iron Man, and I believe the Incredible Hulk, and then Iron Man 2. If you're going that like original order, or if you want to be like me, I just do like when they first came out, so Iron Man all the way through.
Oh, how they came out, like in the theaters and stuff, movies. Ah, okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense too. I just kind of went off based off the fucking Russo brothers on Instagram, like I said earlier.
It makes sense, like if you want to follow like the actual like timeline for the movies. I know, like when I first saw, like okay, it makes sense here, and then once they got towards, I believe after Age of Ultron, that's when they throw in like, oh, watch, Infinity, watch, was it Civil War, and then watch Homecoming. And then watch Doctor Strange and Black Panther. Like, wait, this sounds really weird.
Yeah,
like,
it makes you go like back and
you
forth.
have to think about like, wait, what's the timeline? Oh, okay, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, the way they're putting it, it's just based on their the universe's chronological time.
Yeah, but I mean, it's better than the X-Men timeline.
Dude, that one's all over the fucking place. I mean, the latest movie looks pretty cool. Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, hopefully it comes out. Hope Disney doesn't like push up the date again.
And it's just gonna go to like straight DVD.
Let's go to the Disney Vault and never be seen again.
No, Disney Plus.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
Or
go
Disney Plus is one of those
Yeah,
home.
bro.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I mean, that's actually a pretty good price. I don't know if you guys seen like prices for that.
Yeah.
it's like $6, right?
$6 a month
For
or-
now.
For now, and for a year is like $70.
For now.
Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah.
remember Netflix was like $3.99, $4.99. I don't know what it was, but it was super cheap. And now where
Yeah.
are we?
It's like $12 or
And
$12.99.
it's going up.
It's
I heard
red
it's
for a
gonna go up.
reason. They're communists.
Yeah, but I mean since Disney owns their properties, I'm sure they can keep that price a little, because it's gonna be their.
I mean,
property.
if they do, I mean, it won't be like right in an instant. Oh, and that's gonna be $10.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be slowly like $1, maybe a year.
Because I feel
or so.
Netflix would do it
No.
because they have to pay different fucking
Don't
studios.
forget. I mean, there's Disneyland too. And what are the ticket prices at? And when
Dude,
was the
it's
last time they
expensive.
raised it? And when's the next time they're raising it?
Like a year.
All right.
Mhm.
All right.
Fuck.
I'm
Churros,
just
man.
saying. I'm just
Churros.
saying. Somebody's got to pay Mickey. It ain't me.
Yeah, fuck. Well, man, I mean, going back real quick, like the Russo brothers timeline they were having. I'm not gonna lie, and I feel a little guilty, but I skipped the Hulk, the one with Edward Norton.
Oh, the Incredible Hulk one.
I've seen it many times, but I feel like I don't
Does
need
that-
to rewatch it.
Does that one count as the Marvel movies?
Yeah.
Because at the
Because
end credits.
because Tony Stark shows up,
Mhm.
talking to General Ross, and General Ross shows up in Civil War.
Yeah.
But that's Marvel Cinema?
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
But Edward Norton-
it's a part of the
Well,
universe.
I know what happened with Edward.
Oh, yeah,
we don't
yeah.
have to talk about it.
Yeah.
That guy's an asshole. But I'm just saying, I didn't realize that was Marvel Cinemas.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's part of the universe.
So that was their first movie, and that was their first fuck of art.
Yeah, I mean, for the people who don't know what happened to Edward Norton, because I was surprised as fuck when Mark Ruffalo showed up.
Yeah, it was like, oh,
Like,
cool.
what the
I
fuck?
can't wait to see him. And he was pretty good as Bruce Banner.
Yeah, no, for sure, he's won me over. Kind of like what's his? I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle. Like how he replaced
Don Cheetos.
fuck, what was his name? Fuck.
I want to say Howard. I can't
Howard.
remember.
No, not Howard Stern.
No,
That's some
I
other
want to say. I remember
fucking guy.
No,
Lucius Lyon from Empire. They replaced him with Lucius Lyon. Got
Fuck,
replaced with Don
fucking-
Cheadle.
fuck, his name is Howard though. Howard something. Let's see, Iron
Terrence
Man
Howard.
2. Terrence
There you
Howard.
go.
There you go. Yeah, but point is, I think I have like the gist of it. But he wanted to have control of the script in regards to what was happening in the movie, and at some point he was asking for more money or something.
I think more money and more control, like writers credit for
Yeah.
like for the script for Avengers, and then pretty much Marvel, and then I think Disney at this point already bought Marvel.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, that's cool. We'll get
Who
someone
got
else.
Terrence?
Somebody else. No,
Oh, no,
Ford.
for Mark Ruffalo, for me, Edward Norton.
Disney was involved back then.
Yeah,
It was like I think when we're still in high school, they bought
they
Marvel.
bought. Yeah, because they belonged to Paramount. Marvel had a contract with Paramount Pictures.
Mm.
But Paramount Picture only had like a 3-movie deal with Marvel. So the third movie was, I think, Iron Man. Iron Man was still in the process of when Paramount.
Yeah.
and-
But
and
but
Disney
that's what I'm
bought 'em.
saying. I don't think Disney bought Marvel yet. I think Hulk was made still when Marvel was
Or like
independent.
consider like Marvel Studios. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
at the
Marvel's
point was Disney was. I think Disney bought Marvel. I think 2006 or 2007.
Mhm.
I remember because it was in high school. I mean,
Yeah,
I
it was in
think
high school.
about it.
Yeah,
And yeah, they were gonna like at the time they weren't gonna touch the comics, and they were slowly gonna like just kind of like kind of change things a little bit on the media side.
Oh yeah, look right here. Look, it says Paramount to end relationship with Marvel in 2012. Disney would distribute Iron Man 3 and the Avengers.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
See,
when Disney came
2012
in.
makes sense. That makes sense. 2012 is around when Disney bought
Yeah,
them.
it says
because Disney bought Star Wars first and then bought Marvel.
says deal to buy Paramount Pictures out of the final 2 films of its 6-picture distribution deal with Marvel Studios amounts to the mouse paying a premium to get a cracking on its $4 billion investment in Marvel.
Yes.
Woo. I think that's how much they spent for
Yes.
Lucasfilms too. So I mean, yeah, basically,
So-
yeah, they released Avengers and Iron Man 3 at that point.
But tell me what happened with Terrence Howard. I don't. You're right. They did switch him. I
he
didn't
was
catch
was
that.
asking for more money.
Oh, that was just
Yeah,
one
that
more
was
Plus,
it.
also I think like
Yeah.
he blamed like Robert Downey Jr. for different things. I guess like that. Like I guess they kind of butt heads a little bit. And
What was
like,
his name? Terrence Howard, right?
Yeah,
Terrence Howard, yeah.
That's what I've been hearing. Like because he butt heads with like Robert Downey Jr. And Downey's like, no, I don't want him anymore.
Now let me ask you guys this, because you guys are deep into this. Now you think if it wasn't the first Hulk movie, wasn't the first one, Edward Norton still would have been a dick. because he was writing high off American History X or whatever the fuck, and that's why he was. Excuse me, can I cuss on this podcast?
Yeah, you can always cuss here, man.
All right.
Oh,
Uh,
I was like, wait, can I? I was
You
I
can
don't
do
know.
every- no, you can do
I don't
anything.
know. This
As
is
long
a
as it
show of my
doesn't
mind.
consist of like some weird shit.
Oh, then I should stop talking. I take back my question.
Let me see. Yeah. So since Terrence Howard here, he never came back, which is weird because talking about how I was watching the movies, I watched Iron Man, and right after that it's Iron Man 2, and you see Don Cheadle just come out. And it's like,
I always laugh.
He's War Machine.
but now he's just War Machine. To
Yeah,
me.
I always
He's like
I always
the
laugh
OG.
at that part when like Terrence Howard looks at the half-made Iron Man suit and he looks at it like next time. I always laugh like nope.
Yeah.
Nah. Charlie's home.
And then when Don Cheadle comes out in Iron Man, and he's walking into the courtroom.
Always you don't see him until like you see like the silhouette walking down the courtroom.
Yeah.
And once he sits down, like oh wait. It's
Yeah,
Don.
he goes and he has a line and he goes, "Yeah, it's me.
Yeah.
Deal with it."
Yeah.
And he just sits, and the movie goes on without ever questioning it.
Yeah, that's how Marvel does it. That's why they were dope.
Yeah, so I mean, he was just basically asking for a lot of some like a money increase, and he had some. Yeah, he was butting heads with fucking Disney executives and the cast and all this shit.
Mhm.
So they took him out.
Crazy.
But I mean he's good. He's got a pretty good show in
Yeah,
Empire.
he's-
I like Empire. He's good.
He has weight to his name. Yeah, his name carries a lot of weight in this industry. But obviously, he's not in the Marvel universe at
No,
this
he doesn't have
point.
that Marvel money.
I
But
bet you a lot of people would rather trade in that for that Marvel money,
Oh yeah.
dude, yeah.
especially not as Disney money. Damn.
The weird part is just watching the movies in that order, like they were putting them up like Russo Brothers, because you can kind of see how the universe didn't get tighter into like the later films.
Mhm.
Like, so you're jumping around. It's kind of like watching Star Wars in that order where they say it's the correct order.
Oh,
You're
you can
jumping
watch like
from
you can
film.
watch like the prequels and then the originals, or people do like it's called like the machete order.
Yeah,
So you watch
That's
like
the way I
the
did
first
it.
two. I don't know if you watch like I think 4, 5, and 6, then you watch 3,
Mhm.
2, and 1, and then the side story doesn't count. Well, except for Rogue One, because
Yeah.
you just watch Rogue One and then 4, and you're good to go.
yeah, and it goes back and forth, but it kind of tells you it's like a break between what's going on to
Mhm.
tell you how that happened.
But it's a lot. I don't know if you guys bought comic books, but it's a lot like comic books because that's what would happen. Like you would like read comic books, and in order to find like some character would pop in on one, and then you would go read that comic book series on his, and then you'd find out what was going on over there.
Mhm.
Come back. That was cool about Marvel was that you're in these different cities and they would interact with each other's in their cities. You know.
Anyways, they made it like a real city, so
Yeah.
people understand like, oh,
Yeah.
they're from New York. That's like
Yeah.
that's why Stanley wanted to have like their characters based on real locations instead of like DC
Yeah.
have like Gotham City, Metropolis, Star City,
Mhm.
or West Coast City and stuff like that. Like
Which
people
is-
like, what's that? Where are
Which
these
is
at?
bullshit. You're trying to get an Uber from Gotham City to fucking Aqua City. Like, how many miles is that? Am I being charged?
Man,
right?
you'll never get out of Gotham now.
Hey.
Fucking-
That's why in the comics, like that's why like certain characters reference things that us the readers understand.
Yeah.
I think there was like, I think I saw this at a Five Guys restaurant. I think it was like a comic book strip of like Hawkeye and Spider-Man arguing what's the best burger places.
Mhm.
And like Hawkeye and Spider-Man's like, oh, like In-N-Out's the best burger place, and like Hawkeye's like, what? What are you talking about? It's always about Five Guys. It's just like the most random conversation.
Yeah. So they're using it to
That's dope.
fucking
Mhm.
That's dope.
push their stuff.
I would be
That's-
like, first of all, does Marvel know about this? Second of all, that's dope.
Mhm.
oh yeah, right. Like, yeah, I don't think that can count, right? Unless they copyrighted that fucking.
That reminds me of the
phrase.
dudes on Pacific that get the Mickey Mouse holding their like products, and then like when Mickey Mouse is holding some like soap or something. Like, hey, you ever seen those?
I know, yeah.
And he looks cracked out, different enough for him to not like come down on you. Hey, take him out. Yeah, but yeah, dude. I mean, we're back to watching the movies, but Endgame. I don't know. There's a lot of people out there who haven't really watched it, but I'll be surprised at somebody who really.
Well, think about Endgame right now. Like someone's been like posting like a major spoiler about the movie, like actual like footage.
What, for reals?
Yeah, it's been all over on like Twitter, Reddit, Instagram, stuff like that, and
fuck.
like people are like, "If you guys like this, like there's people like actually nice people warning
Mhm.
everyone else like, hey guys, there's a spoiler, like a major spoiler, not think small or tiny, like someone's outfit or someone's like
Yeah.
thing going on, like a major spoiler that's gonna like ruin the movie. So just guys beware and stuff like that. Watch where you're like searching stuff for.
Yeah.
And like, oh great, and then someone's asking like, why do they do that? Like, because people want to watch the world burn.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's true. I mean, how do you feel about? Do you ever read spoilers?
No, like I try to avoid them as much as I can, especially for films like this. Like
Mhm.
if it's like other films, like I'll see what's up. If you want to watch, but especially these superhero movies, try to avoid spoilers as much as I can. And when I see the movie, I usually see it like the day after it comes out because I don't want to do like crowds of people going like opening showing. So I usually stay off like social media and stuff like that. People tell me, "Hey, have you seen the movie yet?" Like, no, I haven't. All right, I won't tell anything. Very cool.
Dude, when Force Awakens came out, what was it, like 4 years at this point? 5 maybe?
I think so. Sounds about right.
I was just browsing on Facebook and somebody had fucking posted where Kylo Ren kills Han Solo. Dude, I was like, what the fuck? Dude, I got kind of pissed, and then I was like, "Oh man, I already."
At first, you don't believe it, like, no, you're not like, nah, that's not real. It's someone's.
And then I rewatch it again, replay it, like, oh fuck, it's definitely real. And yeah, I mean, and I ruined the movie for myself. I mean, it was still a great movie, but at that point where I knew what was gonna happen, there was no emotional fuck. I saw it on Facebook, there was no context. But yeah, I mean, I usually read spoilers. I'll go like on Reddit and like Captain Marvel. I read what happened there before I watched it. But I felt like once I watched the movie, I kind of understood what was going on.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed the movie a little better. It's like rewatching it for the second time. But yeah, Endgame. I've just been reading like theories.
I have some like really, I have some like really like interesting theories and like really funny one too. So I'll go with the funny one. The funny one, like, I'm sure you guys seen Back to the Future 2, right?
Yes.
Like the ending of
Classic.
the ending of Back to the Future 2 when you see the DeLorean blows up from the lightning strike.
Oh, you're right.
And Marty's like, oh no, Doc's dead, he's gone. And like some like post worker comes in and gives Marty like a package. He opens it and he's reading it and she's like, Doc's alive and he's stuck in 1812. Well, my theory would be like towards the end of the Endgame, like Cap, time travels.
Yeah. So
Cap pretty much stays in 1940, spends time with Peggy, fulfill his life, and then towards the very end you have like Sam, who plays Sam Falcon, will give a package to Bucky, and Bucky opens it. It's like the shield and has like a letter and photos of like
for Bucky, yeah,
like,
for Winter Soldier.
Yeah, so like Bucky opens it, it's the shield and has a letter that Cap wrote to him, and like I'm sure like photos and stuff.
Yeah.
And then there it's like him like, oh, he's gonna be the next Captain America. So that'd be kind of cool. It's funny. I know it won't happen, but if it does happen in the theaters, I'm gonna like flip out and text all my friends like, I told you they're gonna do it.
Dude, I mean, well, that's the thing. They're gonna be messing with time at this point, which I think is pretty fucking cool.
I think a few people were saying that they don't think Bucky's gonna get the shield because he's gonna get this.
He's getting his own show on Disney Plus too, right?
Something?
Falcon and
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
But what is that? Why would they do that? Why wouldn't they give him the shield? Why wouldn't they?
I think they'll probably give him the shield.
Or you think that's gonna be they give him the shield and they'll do the show?
Yeah, I think I think he'll have the shield, but I think for himself, like he won't be like worthy enough to be Captain America. What Steve's ideals are.
Okay.
So I think probably like in the show, it's just him and Falcon. Like, what I'm guessing the show might be is him like probably much like not solving crimes, but like fighting crimes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Probably different countries or states.
Yeah, like some secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I looked up the show and I couldn't find much details on it.
It's just like the title card.
Yeah,
right?
it's like, is this even real? Or are they just trying to throw you off because, like you said, Bucky's gonna be Captain America?
Yeah. I think when the show, I think they're gonna have him like do obviously adventures, whatever, fight evil or whatever remaining evil it is.
Yeah. Because Scarlet Witch and Vision are getting their own show too. No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're getting their own show, and Loki's getting his own show.
So we know Vision's coming back.
Loki.
Yeah.
Loki, what
Loki's
the hell?
getting his own show.
How is that happening?
And Hawkeye's getting his own show too.
Well, Disney Plus, they gotta fill that content, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, because I've heard that the shows are gonna kind of tie into the movies.
I think some might be like maybe after the movies, and like some might be a prequel. So I think if they do Loki, I think to me it'll be part of like like early stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe like him being like an Asgard and Thor Ragnarok. He's been there for the whole time. So I'm sure he's like doing some crazy shit.
Okay. So
before Thor showed up and like tell everyone, oh no, he's actually my brother the whole time.
Yeah, because Infinity War he got killed.
Yeah.
He was the first guy to
one of the first killed, guys. But
yeah, I think his neck snapped, right? Yeah, that was a real snap.
Maybe.
Well, I guess depending on how they play that off, because I mean, one of the other stupid theories they've been having, which is pretty hilarious, was Ant-Man going up Thanos' ass and fucking growing into Giant Man, which is pretty hilarious, but definitely.
If you want to go like deeper about that theory, there's a guy named Kyle Hill. He has a channel Because Science, and he does like different like theories on different like pop culture things, and he actually did like scientific explanation about the whole Thanos and Ant-Man.
Yeah.
ass
Oh,
theory.
like we went
Like
scientific.
how
with
how
the
was
science.
he able to go inside? How were he able to go like
Hmm.
big and stuff? Like, oh, he could go into intestines and like make himself big. And the thing is, they try to determine like what do you think? Well, Thanos isn't a human. He's like this like omnious being, so his
Yeah.
intestines line might be like more durable than a regular
Mhm.
human, and how would it work and stuff like that. So they go like deep dive.
He
into
goes
it.
in.
Yeah.
Damn.
So check it out. It's on YouTube because science.
Yeah.
Thanos / like Ant-Man ass or something. If you want to just chat up.
Dude, that's hilarious. No, I mean it's true because I mean, there was another guy, Neil deGrasse Tyson. I think he had some other podcast too that kind of watched a clip of, and he was just saying too how because he's not human, you don't know
Mhm.
what his intestines or his fucking insides look like. And it's like, first of all, why would you send yourself to go up his ass? Like, you'll
Could go like the ear, maybe.
yeah,
like, a bit more
blow up
pop-
his head, or
or
sense.
possibly shrink Thanos. Because he has the tech to do that.
True, he does. But who knows how? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how his fucking use of the gauntlet
Oh, that's true.
fucking fucks with everything. But for sure, on his own, he's probably a little bit easier. For sure, a lot easier to beat. But yeah, dude. I mean, we completely skipped like kind of like what you do.
Oh, what I do?
Yeah, so I mean, like, give us a little bit of background about like how you got involved with like, I mean, if you want to do personal. Otherwise,
Oh,
like,
I could like
it's
it's like personal. So like how I got into like comics and the
Yeah.
whole nerd and geek culture. I was really little. Like I said, I read like the comics. I got into like the cartoons, the shows. Like my big favorite ones were the Batman animated series, the Spider-Man '90s cartoon with the awesome guitar riff.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember that. It was like the awesome intro by Aerosmith. By the way, they did the intro.
Aerosmith. What
Yeah, I
the
guess
fuck?
the guitarist Aerosmith did the guitar riffs. And obviously the '90s X-Men cartoon
Mhm.
from Fox Kids.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah,
That was a classic.
with the whole
At
intro,
least for me.
with the awesome intro, like
Dude, that's a badass one.
hope this isn't copyright.
Yeah, I know, right? The song. Hey, take him off. Dude, that's just everybody. I think everybody, at least in our age group,
Oh yeah.
we know that song for sure.
So yeah, I watched those shows and also got into like the movies. Like thanks to my dad, he got me
Mm.
into like watching Jurassic Park, and I thought like that was like the best movie of all time until he
Mm.
introduced me to Star Wars.
No.
And he told me, "Oh, we're gonna watch Star Wars. Like it's gonna be better than Jurassic Park." And I remember telling him, like, "Dad, it's Jurassic Park. Nothing could be Jurassic Park. It has dinosaurs, has raptors. What are you kidding?" So we go see Star Wars, the original trilogy, and like, no, this is gonna be dumb. And I
Mm.
say like the opening crawl. I'm like, all right, cool. And then here, see like the Star Destroyer chasing the Princess Leia's like rebel speeder or
Mhm.
ship blowing up. I'm like, whoa, this is awesome. Seeing Doctor first. I'm like, holy shit. This is actually better than Jurassic Park.
Yeah, dude. I mean, two different things, but for sure, a little better. But both of them hold up
Mm-hmm.
to that fucking throne.
And then like I started reading comics more, and I got to like in like high school.
Yeah.
That's when I like kind of kept my like nerdiness inside because like I guess no one understand like, well, what are you reading comics for? This is kind of weird
Yeah.
and dumb. Like, but everything changed when Iron Man first came out.
Yeah.
All right, 2008. I think we were still in high school. I think it came out. I think our prom. I think.
Yeah,
'Cause I
because I
remember-
think it came out something around May or something.
Yeah, I remember people were like going to like after party and stuff, and people were asking, "What are you gonna do after prom?" Like, go see Iron Man. Like, I'm gonna go see Iron Man. So
Yeah.
after that change, and I remember everyone started talking to me, like, "Hey, Jose, what's going on? What's this? What's this about? Blah blah. Like, what's the Avengers Initiative?"
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah,
so-
like after because people wanted to know more. I mean, I think what they did really good was just those like end credits.
Oh yeah, those
like,
end
the-
credits, a little Easter egg.
They started. I think they kind of started that, right? Like.
I actually, I guess the first, if you want to get technical, like the
Mhm.
first like end credits scene would be, what's that one movie with Metro Public? I think
Godzilla?
No. What is it? It's a high school movie.
Fury? No. Fuck,
Something Day Off. I'm butchering it.
Furious' Day Off or something?
Right.
Ferris
Fury?
Bueller's Day Off.
There you go.
Yeah.
That was like, I guess technically the first like, I guess post credit scene because the end of that movie, and then it cuts into him like in his bathrobe and like, what are you guys doing here? The movie's over. Get out of here.
Oh, that's where Deadpool gets that.
Yeah,
from,
so that's
kind
what that reference
of.
from. Yeah.
Okay.
And then after that, I think Back to the Future did it, but technically it wasn't like a post credit scene. They showed the trailer of Back to the Future 3.
Yeah.
After 2, they're like, what's going on here? So I guess like that, and then Back to the Future started like trends of like a post credit scene, and then other movies catched on.
And at this point, it just become like something you expect.
Yeah, well, especially Marvel is like, oh, it's like, I guess they're masters of end credit scenes. Yeah, after that, and then I got to like comic book conventions and stuff like that. Went to my first Comic-Con during high school. I didn't do all my senior activities. People were like, how come you didn't go to Pirates dinner or whatever we did?
Yeah.
Like, no, because I went to Comic-Con. I met Hugh Jackman. So,
Hugh Jackman, fucking Pirates.
Or, yeah, I think that's the same thing. I think, yeah, Hugh Jackman. And plus, I got free tacos from Michelle Rodriguez too.
Dang. Wait, she was making them?
Yeah, they were promoting Machete during that time.
Oh, that's right.
So they're seriously, like, they had a taco truck, and she was passing out free tacos to whoever walked by. People didn't know what was going on. I'm like, wait a minute, I know her. She's from
Machete Trejo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I remember her. She was in the Fast Furious movies.
He has his own taco spot too now.
Yeah.
No? Trejo's Tacos or something. Dang, I never been there, but
And Trejo donuts.
I like his logo.
He has donuts and tacos.
He has donuts too. Oh shit.
Oh man.
Dude, I've always liked that guy. The Machete movie was fucking cool. It's like
Even
one
back
of
in
those.
the old days, in the gangster movies.
They consider like a
Oh,
B
I
film.
know.
He was in the gangster movies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It was like the
fuck,
way,
yeah.
like, who we need like to be like tough gangster type.
Yeah,
dude,
he
like,
came out in Pee Wee
have
Herman.
like a bunch of tattoos. You know what? Let's get Danny Trejo, who's also in Bubble Boy too, I think.
Right.
Him and that guy, Jose.
Bubble
No, is it
Boy.
Jose? That one guy that always plays Jose in every single movie. Every single
Oh yeah,
movie.
the bald guy.
Maybe it's not. Is it Jose or is it something? Miguel?
I think it's Miguel.
It's something, but he plays it's his name, and he plays it in every single.
It's in his IMDb like
IMDb,
credits,
yeah.
all like, oh fuck,
Everything.
or like gangster.
Yeah, and it's all Miguel.
This guy. Fuck, my spelling
Yeah.
fucking sucks.
What's that guy's name?
His name is. Come on, Google.
Why is Michael
No way.
Pena considered like?
Okay, no, never mind. No, that might be his real name. Then what character does he always play though?
Let's open up his IMDb or
Because he
IMDb.
has Hector. There we go.
Oh.
Wait, go down. It's Hector, right?
Oh look, tough guy.
Eddie, Hector, Cutter. What? Who says that was Hector? The fuck? Okay, I guess it's just different names. I guess they just made fun of him because he's always playing the same character.
Hector.
Oh yeah, look, he's Hector right here too.
Yeah, there's only 3 or 4 of them though.
Bald Rob.
Oh, dude, man, it's funny, but he just
Uncle
gets the
Juan.
same.
There you go.
Oh, that's debunked. Then there was only like 3 or 4 movies. They made five. There was one more.
It was Hector in
Ah,
the
but
Fast
it-
and Furious movies.
Yeah, it was like
Oh.
5. It was 5
Yeah,
of
this
them.
guy is. He comes on a bunch of movies.
See, man, that's why you gotta look at the internet.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Pena. That guy's been stepping it up. What did he come? Oh, Narcos Mexico. Have you seen that?
Oh man, I love those series.
Yeah, dude, I felt really bad when his character died.
I know.
I was like,
What'd you guys think
oh,
of Umbrella?
shit, I just spoiled that.
What'd you guys think of Umbrella Academy?
Oh my god, I loved it.
Haven't seen it.
You don't like it?
Nah, it's just it's weird.
That's why I like it. It's like
I know,
super
but
weird.
I don't know. But I understand a lot of people like it. You know which one I did like was the other one with Patton Oswalt and the dude from I forgot his name. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm trying to think right
It's
now.
a unicorn. It's a cartoon unicorn going around. I don't know the name.
Oh,
of it.
Happy.
Happy. There you go.
Mhm.
Yeah, that one was fun. That one was weird and fun.
That was like really trippy. I like the comic came out like I think, or like early or mid 2000s. Like, oh, this is really trippy. And once I heard like a while back, oh, we're making it a show. Like, no way, no one's gonna do this to a show. It's super like up there. And I was like, oh, Sci-Fi Channel's. And I'm like, oh shit, Sci-Fi's open up their game. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah. I know. Yeah, Sci-Fi Channel.
Oh, is that originally on Sci-Fi?
Well, I guess like Sci-Fi picked up the project, and now it's like
And they
only
give-
on Sci-Fi. But you can watch the first season on Netflix.
Yeah, I was about to say I saw it on Netflix. I
Yeah.
thought that it was a Netflix original.
No, it's on Sci-Fi Channel.
Oh.
I think they just finished filming the second season.
Dope.
Yeah.
I give Sci-Fi credit because they went back and finished Battlestar Galactica for us, and man, that was awesome. I fucking love the remake. You like Battlestar Galactica?
Yeah.
The remake. I tried watching the original.
Uh,
Oh god, it's horrible. It's so bad, bro. It's not like Westworld. You can watch Westworld HBO and then watch the originals. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, Westworld. I haven't seen either.
No.
Nah.
you should if you want watch the movie because it's I guess like the movie's kind of like after the show. Like the
Mhm.
show's kind of like the prequel.
Oh really?
There's a movie called Westworld.
Yeah, the movie's
Yeah,
called Westworld.
From the 70s.
Mhm.
Oh,
And
shit, for
and-
reals?
And the creator of
Mhm.
Westworld, the movie, did Jurassic Park.
Oh, what the fuck?
Mm.
Did you see the last Jurassic Park movie?
Yeah.
The Fallen
Jurassic
Kingdom, right?
World.
Mm.
No, Fallen Kingdom.
Yeah, with
Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what it's. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, there's supposed to be a third one, right?
It's in the works. Well, I mean, it made a lot of money, so
Yeah, of course.
Like,
Did you like it?
It was okay.
Yeah, I thought it was alright
It was
too.
better than
I
the.
like World. I like Jurassic World.
It's better than
the
Jurassic
first one.
Park 2.
Jurassic Park 3 was probably the one I didn't really like.
No, I just wanted more Jeff Goldblum. That's what I wanted. I wanted more Jeff
Watch
Goldblum.
The Fly.
He
there.
comes out in the second one, right? The
first
based
two
are on him.
The
basically.
first two, yeah, and like the third one, it's
Oh, the main guy from the first movie.
Yeah.
He goes back.
Alan
to
Grant.
Yeah, he goes back to
and
the
then
island.
like, yeah, but I
Save
was
the
like,
family.
and once they announced like Jeff Goldblum and their phone, oh cool, we're gonna have like
Yeah.
awesome speech.
Dude, I love this character in Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, the
It-
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster. He was hilarious in it. He sold it. I really hope he comes out again, or they make something based.
Unless he
around
didn't
him.
survive the snapshare.
Oh fuck! But I mean, if they undo it, which I kind of hope they.
I hope they do it and like have like a reunion scene with the Collector and Grandmaster. Is in the
Mhm.
comics are both they're both brothers, or yeah, I think they're both brothers in the comics.
Mhm.
So it'd be cool to see was it I'm trying to remember the actors playing Collector.
Benicio del Toro.
There
Yeah.
you go. Like him and Incredible just like hug each other out or
Yeah.
like have a little like tic tac.
Yeah, they both sold it high. I like the collect. I mean, you don't really see him besides what Guardians of the Galaxy and a little in Thor or something.
A little bit of like Thor: The Dark World because he came on like credit
And
scene.
they gave him the fucking
the ether,
yeah.
the reality stone, and then Guardians obviously.
Mhm.
It was funny because he his inspiration of the Collector was like Liberace in space.
Mhm.
So I was like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
that's like a comparison
yeah.
he did. Like I kind of get it. And also in Infinity War,
Mhm. Oh yeah, Infinity War. Yeah, where
he's like for
he's in-
quick, maybe like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
He did the whole clapping and started screaming.
I wonder if this, or like, if they revert that only goes to the people who got snapped,
Yeah, I don't
Not
think
able-
like physically death. So like Loki wouldn't come back.
or Gamora.
Gamora wouldn't come back, or even the Collector wouldn't come back
Mhm.
if Thanos like killed him like that.
Fuck, how do you think? No, but isn't Gamora's soul stuck
That's what people are saying. Like her soul was like stuck
in that?
in the
yeah.
Soul Stone. So what I'm thinking, if like for Guardians 3 comes out in
Mm.
2020, I would think probably it's gonna be like the whole gang are trying to figure out how to bring Gamora back
Yeah.
from the Soul Stone. That's what I'm guessing it might be. Cause like one of my theories would be like, obviously when like they beat Thanos, they get the stones and they'll give the stones to possibly each member. Like
Mhm.
this time someone will go back to Doctor Strange and
Yeah.
Wong so they can protect it. The Tesseract could go back to probably Thor. Let him keep it. The Mind Stone obviously back to
Vision.
and the Soul Stone, unless it's like sentient or
Mhm.
something, I'll make travel back to wherever that planet where Red Skull was there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Valdmere or something like
Something
that.
like that.
Yeah.
And what's the other stones? The reality stone. I don't know who would get
Is the
that.
Power Stone was the one in the no? That's the Space Stone. The one in the Tesseract.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then the Power Stone was in the orb from held by the Nova Corps
Mhm.
Xandar.
All right. Yeah.
And held it there, and they probably give the Soul Stone to the Guardians to figure out how can we get Gamora back.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of theories. I think
Mhm.
one of them was that Captain America's gonna hold the gauntlet at some point.
That'd
that's
be
what's
really
gonna kill
dope.
him.
Like
Yeah.
that's gonna kill him. Like
Yeah,
it's
that's
too
what I
much
heard.
for him. It's gonna like, oh no.
Yeah, like he does what he has to do, but it was just too much. Because who is it? Star-Lord. He can hold the power, so because he's like part celestial. Or
Well,
something,
not
no?
anymore since he cut off that connection when he killed his dad.
Wait, for reals?
Yeah.
So that stops him from.
Yeah, his dad's mentioned too, like, oh, if you do this, like, you're gonna be normal. And so
Mhm.
Peter's like, what's wrong with being normal? And then he kills his
Dude,
dad.
oh,
So he
fuck.
loses that connection.
Totally forgot about that. Oh, snaps. Okay, yeah, because I was wondering. I was like, wait, yeah, doesn't he have like that extra oomph to him?
Mhm, but not anymore.
Okay, he fucked up.
So what I'm thinking, like, for Endgame, it's gonna be obvious. It's like first part's gonna be like the Avengers
Mhm.
fighting Thanos the second time.
Yeah.
So I have grappling everybody up and then fight him on his home turf, and then they're probably gonna lose,
Mhm.
or possibly they might like have a chance to win this, and then Thanos is gonna probably cop out using the gauntlet again.
Yeah.
And then the second part is pretty much them like, oh shit, we lost again. What can we do? And so like pretty much like mope around trying
Mhm.
to figure out what's going on. Everyone's doing their own little thing. Like Black Widow's probably fighting Hawkeye, and Hawkeye's killing
Yeah.
Yakuzas or
Yeah, he goes
triads
fucking dark. He
as
goes
like as rolling, which I'm
Yeah.
fucking excited to see.
Yeah. I mean, it's a 3-hour movie, dude.
Oh yeah, it's
Dude, I'm excited.
people were like, "Oh man, how can you do this? All these like 3-hour movie?" Like, Lord of the Rings is a little bit longer than that, you guys.
Yeah, Return of the King, I think it was the longest one, right?
Yeah. Well, if you don't count like the extended cuts, when they add another 15 or 20 minutes.
Okay.
Movie.
Yeah, but Lord of the Rings you could watch on mushrooms. Just think about that.
Trip out with
I'm just
Gandalf.
saying.
Or if you're like having Thanksgiving dinner, they always play Lord of the Rings during Thanksgiving. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why this was a thing. Like, all right, cool.
But
I'll eat some Thanksgiving and watch Lord of the
There
Rings.
you go.
Yeah, it probably gets you in, like, it's so gloomy there. It's like, wait, I don't know. You know what? It makes no sense. Yeah, take that comment back.
So yeah, the second part would be like, Trump them figuring out a plan to get Thanos, and the third part would be them. All right, let's go band together and use the quantum realm. To travel in time, probably steal the stones before Thanos ever got them.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Like they were gonna go back to specific moments because I think some of the leaks, like
early
leaks, it was like with their old school.
Yeah, it shows like Tony and Ant-Man in like the Battle of New York.
Yeah, with old school Captain.
So it makes sense. Like we'll go there, take the Tesseracts, and other groups will go like we'll go here, we'll go there and there. And I'm sure like Thanos will figure out what's going on, and you'll keep like the heavy hitters behind to keep Thanos busy, like Captain Marvel, Thor, and possibly the Hulk. Yeah. Which I want the Hulk to redeem himself.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, I think like or something about Professor Hulk. I'm not sure who that is because I never really read the comics.
Oh, that's when like Bruce Banner figured out how to keep, like pretty much transferred into the Hulk, but also kept his mind as well. So was able to like do all these like crazy stuff and still be the Hulk at the same time.
Yeah, because in Ragnarok he was just the entity was the Hulk. Like there was no Bruce Banner.
Not at all. But here I think that's what I also heard too. Like like Bruce is gonna finally control the Hulk and able to like function as well, which would be kind of cool. Like I would like to see that. But yeah, that's one of my best guess is like first part they're gonna fight Thanos and then get their ass kicked, or they might win, but Thanos is gonna pull something. And then the second part is them trying to figure out what's going on, and most of them probably depressed, like, I don't know what's going on, what should we do? And the third part, they get the shit together, like, we're gonna go, this is the plan here, we're gonna go pretty much take the stones back, and maybe they'll make their own Infinity Gauntlet, using some, like, Stark tech and some other cool, maybe Wakanda tech together as well.
Yeah, I haven't seen, what's the, I don't know how to, Anoki, or the right-hand guard for fucking Black Panther? The girl, Michonne's character?
Oh, Okoye?
Yeah, Okoye, there you go. Yeah, because I haven't really seen her in the promos.
No, except for, like, the poster.
Like the main cast poster.
No, it's like she's in there, but they forgot to put her name, that their actress's name on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, fans were, like, outraged, and they also, like, they Photoshop her name into the poster. And I think within, like, maybe an hour, Disney, we fucked up. And then they put the exact same poster, but they add her name onto the poster.
Like a real legit one. Okay. Yeah, because outside of that, they've been promoting like how the teams. There's like certain teams.
There's been like,
but she doesn't come up in any of them.
No, I know. Maybe it's just something
like
cool
a supporting character. No.
But support like Valkyrie's coming out too.
Right. Yeah. That's
one of the posters, like she's in it, so she'll be back. But yeah, like those like all those like TV spots are crazy. I think today they just released like I guess a final trailer. And they showed like 2 different TV spots, like 16-second TV spots. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, I think I read that they're just releasing like supposedly the first 15 movies. Like all the previews they've been giving, they all consist of being in the first 15 movies of the 15 minutes of the movie.
Which is great. Which like still I don't know what's going on. All right, I only see snippets. I love Iron Man's new armor. I think it's the same armor, but the nice classic comic book style, like the red and then half gold, which I love.
Yeah, because I think they're releasing more images of them in their those quantum suits or something, right? Dude, I mean, I don't know if people saw Ant-Man, but I think Ant-Man and Doctor Strange were one of the trippiest movies. Like,
oh, really?
They were to me,
especially
I was
Doctor Strange is super trippy.
Yeah, Doctor Strange was crazy, man. Like, just the whole idea of like that spiritual, like magic.
Just looking through like a kaleidoscope, that's what it felt like.
Yeah, exactly, dude. That feels like a fucking shroom trip right there.
Especially like when he's looking at his hands, little tiny hands come out.
Oh,
those
dude,
little tiny hands.
That's like the best fucking scene there, like where he just going through the whole trip because the ancient one like pushes him out to kind of like
get a taste of it. Astral form and like, oh, here you go,
dude. Fucking badass scene. So when I saw Ant-Man, you know, the first movie, he goes into the quantum realm, like just how everything looks, like like anything that's just not easily understandable just trips me the fuck out, obviously. So anything like this, the astral form and then the quantum, I was like, damn. So, dude, I was just tripping out, and the fact that that's gonna kind of take effect in what's gonna happen in this other movie, I'm like really interested in seeing where they're gonna take it.
It was like once they mentioned it in like Ant-Man and the Wasp when like Jane Foster, the original Wasp explained to Scott like, oh, once he's in the order the quantum realm, getting like quantum particles, and like, oh, be careful of these like time vortex things, like they exist, so if you get stuck we can't help you out. So once I saw that, I'm like, oh shit, that's probably gonna happen at Endgame. They're gonna use the quantum realm or like the quantum tunnel that Hank built to go in and like have one team go in and the other teams would probably go follow its suit, which I hope, like I'm trying to figure out like how would they know which time to go in.
Yeah, right, exactly, to kind of go back. Yeah, so I mean, I don't want to half-ass this comment, but I think I've read that, you know, because a quantum state, it's neither here nor there. So it's like, you know, it exists, but it doesn't exist. So that's why I'm like,
yeah,
oh, fuck.
I can't wait to see Tony figure out like a map of the quantum realm. Like, oh, this is right. We're gonna travel here, and I mean, these devices, like, it's keep us tethered into our timelines.
Dude, I have just so many questions. I'm like really stoked about next week. Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah, I just can't wait for like the fight scenes. I can't wait for Thor and Captain Marvel to fuck shit up.
Yeah. You saw Captain Marvel, obviously,
right?
Yeah. What did you think?
I actually liked it. It was really good.
Yeah, everybody watched it again for the second time, and it has its really good moments. And Brie Larson, she didn't win me over in the beginning.
Oh no, the second time's like, all right, I get it now.
Yeah, no, not necessarily the movie, but like, because her character, like at first when they announced her as Captain Marvel, I was like, oh.
It's funny because people were asking me like when they announced Captain Marvel, like who would play her. I was like, I thought maybe Emily Blunt might play her.
Oh yeah, that's Emily Blunt. She comes out with that movie where Jim, what's the fuck his name? Not Jim, from The Office. That's his wife.
They're married.
Yeah.
Oh, The Quiet Place.
The Quiet Place. There you go.
That's when I first said, oh, she can play total Captain Marvel. It'd be awesome. I know she did Mary Poppins. So.
Yeah, she did Mary Poppins. Yeah.
But once they announced Brie Larson, like, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, she's a pretty good actress. She's a Academy Award. Oscar winner.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she's supposed to be one of the top ones right now. But yeah, they got it. And I was like, but once you see the movie, like, she won me over. Like, I was like, oh, fuck, she's perfect. Yeah, dude, it was a great movie, really good movie. So like, I think after that, I mean, that's where that's supposed to end, and then some other bullshit starts developing on their. I think they already have an idea of what they're doing for sure, though.
Like for like film wise, or
yeah.
Well, after Endgame will be Spider-Man: Far From Home. And then since now Disney has the rights back for X-Men, Fantastic Four, or actually any of those characters. So now Marvel can actually bring in the actual like the Watcher. Yeah. The actual I'm trying to remember the name of the actual Watcher's name, because I guess that was like the only when they popped up in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh yeah, when
they couldn't use that one specific Watcher because it belonged to the Fantastic Four, but they can use the other ones because they've never been named before, so that's why they're able to pop up.
Okay.
Yeah, but now they have it so they can actually use that exact same Watcher, and I hope they probably like sprinkle the seeds in for like to bring in Fantastic Four maybe, because like was it my girlfriend? She had a theory. The end credit scene might be Galactus might show up. Yeah,
that's what I heard too. Like. There's gonna be a bigger threat than Thanos.
And I told that'd be cool, but I think it's the East Winds. Maybe have the Silver Surfer, maybe just like kind of like fly around through space and sees Earth and then goes to Earth, and then you're like, oh shit, it's Silver Surfer, Galactus, and slowly bring in the Fantastic Four.
Dude, I mean, they deserve a good movie. I mean, not the first one was cool, all right. Nah, it wasn't cool. It was all right for what it was at the time.
It's funny. I actually like the second one.
The reboot?
No, not Fan Four Stick. Not that one at all. Was it The Rise of Silver Surfer?
Oh yeah. The one where he comes out.
I think that one's really cool. I mean, I didn't like Galactus as a cloud. The only thing you see was like the silhouette of like his helmet, and that was it.
Oh shit, dude! I don't remember that movie that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the other one, Fantastic
Four Stick.
Dude, I mean, it could have had potential, but they.
Oh wait, there was like the director and the studios like butting heads and like ruining it. Plus, you had the director tweeting like, oh, I made this version of Fantastic Four would have been better than what the studio put out. I'm like, fucking guy, like, all right, shit, tell us not to go then.
Yeah, he's not helping this cause. But yeah, I mean, they deserve a good movie too, man. Like, for sure, I'm excited for the whole crossover at this point. Who knows what they're gonna do with it? But
I know, like, what actors would play who.
Yeah.
And like, people were asking, since like. You think like Hugh Jackman would come back to play Wolverine again, and like the whole Marvel crossover thing? Like, I'd be cool. I always joke. I always like tell people like jokingly. Just imagine like Comic-Con, Hall H. Yeah, Kevin Feige up there announcing, all right, our next films are X-Men, Fantastic Four, and like our next project is like Wolverine versus the Hulk.
Oh.
And like I want him like to get his phone out and call Hugh Jackman. Hey Hugh, like what's up? Like, are you down to do this movie? Like it's a small project. It's you and Mark Ruffalo. This movie together. You guys might fight. So and then have him cup out like, oh, he's gonna play Wolverine again.
Dude, that'd be
and
sick.
show him as a classic costume.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, they show that costume in Logan, right?
No, they show like in like the comic book, like the X-Men comic book. So like. That's why he picked it up. Like, oh, some of it was real, some of it was like just hoax, and it shows like just him in like the costume.
I remember seeing an image somewhere on the internet.
Oh, you're like thinking about the Wolverine. The Wolverine. There was a deleted scene or deleted ending.
Yeah.
Where, I'm trying to remember the girl's
this
name.
one right here.
Oh yeah, that was from the Wolverine. Like, I can't remember her name, but she gives him a briefcase and he opens up, and it's like the classic.
Dude, that shit looks sick, dude. I mean,
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
I wouldn't. It looks pretty cool, man. I mean, I was thinking like they were gonna make it look whack, but dude, that shit looks pretty cool. Just seeing it in that suitcase here, you know?
Yeah, that was like the biggest tease ever, and like nope, never happened.
Yeah,
they got like leather and then like paintball gear.
Yeah, exactly. The first X-Men.
And like little bit of like slight color to tell the difference of each of them. Like nah.
Yeah, I think this is what one of the originals on the X-Men movie.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Just a black fucking motorcycle suit.
And they couldn't move in him either if you saw.
Oh yeah, there he is, like right here. Yeah, he looks really stiff. But hey man, that's
they
what
always had like behind the scenes of them filming the scenes.
Yeah.
I think when they go to the Statue of Liberty, they tried to jump over a little ledge, they couldn't because like they couldn't move their legs over. And you have like the actor playing Cyclops doing like lunges or trying to get some trying to move.
You said it's in the first X-Men scenes? X-Men?
Yeah, they had like the deleted scene or something. Or like not deleted scene, like director commentary.
Yeah. Jumping ledge. Oh. Jumping edge. No, fuck, it's probably not gonna come out. This needs to be more specific. No, let's see, X-Men movie, jumping ledge.
And I just gave you the movie, like, people jumping off a ledge.
Fuck, some dark ass videos, suicide. Oh fuck.
Make sure the X-Men stuff. You just put X-Men.
These guys need justice too. I mean, there's a lot of the movies that were pretty good for X-Men.
Yeah, like I like First Class was really cool.
First Class was really cool.
Days of Future Past wasn't that? It was really good too. Yeah. And then like turned downhill with X-Men Apocalypse.
Yeah, that shit was whack, man.
Yeah. The only cool thing was like that Wolverine Weapon X scene.
Oh yeah, right. He still has like
the actual like visor and stuff. That was only it.
Yeah, no. So they need justice. They need justice at this point. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know how they're gonna involve them, how they're gonna put them together, but
I'm thinking like, how will they introduce them? Like, will they just have like, right off the bat, mutants are real, or like have like news reports, or like, is your like kind of like weird like communist like propaganda, like, oh wait, is your neighbor a mutant? Does your neighbor have like suspicious, like been acting suspicious, and that's some like levitating something or
some weird theory I kind of just like came across was that like the way that we're gonna be introduced in a sense was just because they're going back in time and they're kind of messing with reality. Like, there's gonna be a point where certain people just their genetic data just gets mutated in the process of either coming back from either the outcomes or from like the snap that just kind of just.
Oh, so you think like the Gauntlet will play like a big part of the X-Men coming in?
The reason because they brought it up was Captain Marvel, how she gets affected by the stone and her genetic data changes. So they're saying in a way that that can kind of be related to how the fucking mutant gene comes up.
The action coming in, like Wanda and then
Pietro. Yeah, exactly. You know, they were part of the effects.
Oh, you know what?
And I was like, yeah, exactly. So I mean, that made sense to me. Who knows if that's how they play it, but. For sure, they're going to find a way. Since they have these properties, dude, they're going to take advantage of them. Mm-hmm. So they're going to find a fucking intelligent way to kind of put them in there.
Yeah, I can't wait for them to, like I want to see an actual, like, Sentinel. I don't want a weird, like, faceless thing from Days of Future Past. I want an actual Sentinel that talks and, like, have, like, the tentacles coming out.
And it makes sense. I mean, if the repercussions of what happens in these movies go, they should be going on moving forward. You would think that people are going to be more, like, adamant about these super powered people because they know what kind of destruction they can cause.
And also, like with the timeline thing we're talking about, I mean, in Doctor Strange, they talk about it, like you're messing with time. You can like write yourself out of existence, or have different paradoxes. And like what Mordo said, like all things must come to an end. Or, like things are gonna be due, and soon you're gonna do the things you've done. It's gonna be undone or undo.
Oh, dude, I'm excited.
Oh, I'm super pumped.
What do you have you seen like any of the DC movies?
Oh yeah, like I just watched Shazam like 2 weeks ago. I actually got a
Shazam, that's right. It came out like 2 weeks ago.
I watched like an early screening of it for Shazam. I went to WonderCon with me and my friends. We were at the DC booth. Yeah. And Zachary Levi was gonna be there. Yeah, so I was at WonderCon working for Temple of Geek as press, taking photos and stuff like that. And I heard like Zachary Levi was gonna be there, signing autographs at the DC booth. So like I meet up with my friends. They were both cosplayers, dressed as Batman and Wonder Woman. I thought like, oh, I may have a better chance if I stick with them. And like, I'm sure that the DC people will like see them like, oh, come around and sit on the area. Like, oh, I'll tag along with them. I'm gonna get pretty good pictures of Zachary Levi just signing autographs and stuff like that. And we got there. We met the most meanest security guard ever. She did not let anybody near that area. Not even like maybe like 10 feet away. She want everybody clear out, all that stuff. But luckily there was a guy that was working the media part of DC. Like saw us three, gave advanced screenings to my friends, and then they didn't give me one. I asked him like, oh, is it cool if I get an advanced screening? He saw my press badge and like, oh, what do you work for? Temple of Geek. Like, all right, we'll exchange emails. And there you go, here's the press badge. And I'm about to take off, and he tells us like, oh, by the way, Zachary Levi is going to be in the screening. I'm like, oh shit, that'd be awesome. So we get there, we get to the screening early, got good seats. We're super pumped about this movie because like this will explain magic in the DC universe. Yeah, right. And hopefully it opens up to the door. We're having like different characters, magic based, like Dr. Fate, the Justice League Dark, where all of them are all like super based on magic and stuff like that. Type of stuff. So it would be awesome. And then we're just talking, and then suddenly you have like people from DC announcing, "Oh, you guys, guys can't wait to see this movie. It's super awesome." It's like has like the warm feeling, like if you watch like the original Superman movie with Christopher Reeve. There you go. I'm really bad with names. Christopher Reeve, like have that warm feeling to see him like flying the first time. You're gonna have that same vibe with Shazam. Like, oh great, that's gonna be awesome. And once they tell us, like, oh, if you guys say a certain word, something might happen. Yeah. So we got the entire theater, including me, we're all screaming out Shazam, 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 and then suddenly like you have Zachary Levi, Mark Strong, I believe his name, that plays Dr. Savanas. He shows up. The two kids that play Billy and Fred show up, and then the director shows up.
Oh damn! Just into this like front of the screen.
No, they go down like the front levels and talk about like guys, we're super excited for this movie. I worked really hard on it. Thanks to the director for making this happen. And Zachary Levi grabs the mic in the end like, I'm really excited to play Captain Marvel, and then people went nuts crazy. Yeah. If you guys don't know like the whole name thing, because back in 1940s, Shazam was actually named Captain Marvel. And there was like some legal issue with DC at the time because it wasn't a DC property. It was owned by another comic book company that started up, and they explained, well, because his characteristics with Superman, it's like copyright infringement, in which you can't copyright someone that has like a cape and that has like should be super strong. His
underwear. He doesn't even have underwear outside.
No. Yeah. So they kept it alone, and sooner or later, like DC bought the rights for the comic book company, and they called him Captain Marvel for a while, and then Marvel got their characters named Captain Marvel and stuff like that. It's like started arguing back and forth, and then like during the relaunch in 2013, they just call him Shazam.
Yeah, they just changed it.
Which it's fine, but I think they could have kept the name Captain Marvel. Like if they did another movie, it's called DC Captain Marvel. So you can tell the difference. But yeah, the movie was really good. I had a great time watching it.
Dude, I haven't. I hope to watch it soon. I haven't had time to watch it, but the trailers. I think the first trailer I saw sold me on it. It just looked really funny. Like,
and it's like it's a kid that turns to a superhero. Like, that's like everyone wants to be.
Yeah, right. And then what was the other one? Aquaman, right?
Yeah, it was Aquaman that came out.
Okay, cool. How much time is it?
It's over.
Oh, it's over. Oh, fuck. We're already at the time, dude. Well, we're gonna start wrapping it up because we have to get out of here. We're get kicked out. But next time we're gonna go back talk about Star Wars because I totally forgot about that until I remembered right now.
Oh, I know a bunch of Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, dude. So the Rise of Skywalker, right?
I'm not a big fan of the name, but we'll get to that
that's a
later.
little misleading. But where can we people? I mean, if people want to check out your comic book stuff or like your photography that you take, where can they go?
You guys can follow me on Reflector90 on Instagram. That's where I post all my photos from like conventions I got into, stuff like that. But if you also want to look at I do podcast stuff as well and other pieces. You want to check that out? Go follow Temple Geek on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and our website the same name. Also our YouTube channel, where I talk about toys and review toys.
Nice.
So
nice.
TempleGeek.com.
Well, Jose, thanks for coming out, man. It's always fun coming in here and talking with you about this kind of stuff.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I mean, we'll talk to you soon, man. For
I
sure.
hope so.
For sure, I'll have you back here. You know?
Have like a roundtable discussion. Have like random questions thrown at me. Oh, it's this.
Dude, we'll do it, and then we'll have phone calls.
Oh, sweet.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll catch you guys in 2 weeks from now. And thank you guys again for tuning to the Social Primate. Peace.
See you.